How's it going, guys? My name is Mr. Boss for the win, and I think I have some cool Call of Duty Ghost news for you guys today. So anyways, let's get started. Alright, so if you've been playing first-person shooters, or more particularly Call of Duty for the past 5 or 6 years, you know that all the connections have been on a peer-to-peer network. And if you don't know what that lingo means, it means that one player in the lobby is selected to be the host, and the person with the best connection typically is chosen to be the host of that game, and everyone relies on their connection to connect them to other peers in the game. So there's peer-to-peer, and then there's what is dedicated servers. Now, games like Battlefield 3 have dedicated servers where there is no host migration because the host is coming directly from the Battlefield site. They're not relying on one person's internet to host the game. It's coming straight from DICE and straight from Battlefield, which, if you guys don't know, is definitely the most preferred method to hosting games. It's the most reliable, you typically get the strongest connection, and you don't have to deal with anything like host migration, bad internet, etc. So having dedicated servers is an all-around win, and it's something that I know a lot of gamers strive for. Now, getting back to Call of Duty, ever since Call of Duty 2 had multiplayer online, we have been dealing with peer-to-peer. And you all know we get the host migrations, or even back in World at War and COD 4, you didn't even get a host migration. If the host left, the game ended, and that was it. So having host was very important, and if you didn't get it, it was something you had to deal with the entire match because you were at risk of A, not having a good connection, and B, losing your game because the host leaving. And even now we see effects of host leaving, like theater mode doesn't pick up our games, etc. So there's definitely issues with peer-to-peer network. Now, with the newly anticipated new consoles, the whole question for Infinity Ward was, will you be having dedicated servers? Because the technology is here. DICE and EA did it with Battlefield 3 on old technology, so it's definitely doable. The money is there. Activision's worth $8 billion. There should be no excuse for them to not have this kind of currency, this kind of income, this kind of cash, dollars, chips, whatever you want to call it, in order to provide us with some dedicated servers. So someone asked Mark Rubin about dedicated servers, and he declined to answer it. And now that just doesn't mean yes, it doesn't mean no, but he declined to say anything about it. For legal reasons, he might not be able to say, or he might not want to give an answer that no one wants to hear. But as you do all know, a lot of YouTubers, me not being included one of them, which I'm quite sad about, got to go to the Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer event and play the game early. And I think this was FaZe Cross, Northern L Studios. I don't know. I don't watch any snipers on YouTube. That's just not my thing. But there's a picture of him, and he is going through what is a host migration. I'll put the picture on the screen right now. And if you're like me, this is anyone's worst nightmare, because that would typically confirm that it's going to be peer-to-peer network and not dedicated servers, because with dedicated servers, you will never have a host migration. So there's a few things that I want to get out of the way right here. So this isn't 100% confirmed that this is going to be on the final build of Call of Duty Ghost, because the ones that the Call of Duty Ghost YouTubers got to play, they only got to play on 3 maps. Not all the weapons were available to them. It was still in like a beta-ish form. They were playing it on a PC, an Xbox One-like PC. They don't even have the new consoles for it to play on. So there's a lot of things that could be going on here, but this is a bad start. This would have been a great start if Mark Rubin had come out and said, yes, we're doing dedicated servers. That would have been plan A. Plan B would have been cool enough to find out that we were doing dedicated servers on this little multiplayer event that a lot of the YouTubers were invited to. And we're looking at Plan C right now, where we're really left in the dark, and the only evidence we have right now is the one we don't want, which is peer-to-peer networking. So considering there is about a month or two away, because if you didn't know, there were a lot of things changed, like especially in the Battlefield Bad Company 2 beta, which is what I played, and then when Battlefield Bad Company 2 actually came out, there were a lot of little minor differences, like how the HUD looked, how certain equipment worked, etc. So setting up a dedicated server isn't like the most challenging thing in the world. It's a process, but it can be done within the 3-month period they really have to get these things working. So hopefully this isn't the last time we've seen of the potential for having dedicated servers on a game like Call of Duty Ghost. I think this could be a game changer, because they're not including theater mode, which is what I think is the main source for a lot of the lag in Black Ops 2, so and Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 1 for that matter. So They're taking out theater mode, which I think will help the lag a little bit, and if they can get dedicated servers, they can really make some great strides into making the connection on Call of Duty, which has been the downfall for the past 2 years, really nice and something we all look forward to. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys think, because I'm a hardcore gamer. I want to know what the casual fan thinks, and even what some of my subscribers think. Yeah, what do you guys think about this? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. I would encourage you guys to like, favorite, and subscribe. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.